2-year work program. In Article 1, Section 8, Paragraph 3, he violated. Do you know what Congress is going to do about that? About reining in his executive orders? This is supposed to be a representative government.
Right. I think that the issue is this, Jay. As you know, the President on Friday issued an executive order, and essentially with a stroke of a pen, he gave Janet Napolitano, the Director of the Cabinet Member Director of Homeland Security, the ability to issue approximately 800,000 work permits for certain categories of illegal immigrants in the country. And I have real concerns about, first of all, to me that's circumventing Congress, and there are serious issues with that, and he even acknowledged it himself. As I understand it, at least a year ago, maybe even longer, he was at a conference and gave a speech where he was asked this very question: why don't you address this category of illegal immigrants by an executive order? And his answer plainly was that I can't do that. I can't just, by a stroke of the pen, issue an executive order that will allow all these non-deportation provisions. So this is inconsistent with what he said he believes his authority to be, and I think that we'll be raising serious questions about it in Congress, and whether there's enough support really to get anything legislatively done, I think is questionable just because of the configuration right now. I think anything would be stopped in the Senate. But you know, wherever you are on the immigration issue, this is the wrong approach to it, because you don't just circumvent the will of Congress. What it is just something that has a questionable legality, and frankly I think makes it harder for us to even address immigration at all, because he's basically sliced a piece out, and he has basically put us in a position where he's thumbing his nose at Congress again. But we've seen him do it several times, because in the Senate he also made recess appointments, which I think are in violation of the Constitution, because the Senate's duty is to confirm certain nominees to the executive branch positions. And for example, he violated the recess provision in making certain appointments to the NLRB. He also violated the recess provision in appointing Richard Cordray to be the head of the Consumer Protection Bureau, the new bureau created under Dodd-Frank, even though the Senate had clearly expressed its will that there wasn't support to support that nominee at the time, because there were concerns about the bureau itself. So this is a pattern I think that we see here, and it's very problematic. I'm looking forward to hearing what my other colleagues have to say about it as well when I return to Washington today.